Peace to all of the kings and queens that's out there. This is your brother, the 13th letter to the cipher, and we are BACKAGAIN on this beautiful day today. How are you all doing? Me, I've been absolutely fabulous. I've been reading, studying, analyzing, talking to people, solving problems, teaching people. It has just been great. It has been a great experience. And if this is your first time watching the Mo Show, I highly encourage you to do so. Tell your neighbors, your friends, your families, co-workers, even your reverends. That's right. They need to hear some of this good news too. But how you all doing today? And I'm just going to kick this off because I haven't seen you all in a while. But the big thing right now is this voting thing, okay? And that's what this video is about. This video is about Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and the black vote. I haven't said nothing in a while. I've been working on other things, but this voting thing has gotten me, especially after I ran across this article in the Washington Post today. Black church torched in Mississippi with graffiti written on that church saying, "Vote for Trump." This voting thing is getting very, very serious. Very serious. Or they're making it look as if it's very serious. Now, this Joe Biden guy, I don't like him at all. In fact, I don't like any of them. You know why? Because don't any of them like me. They don't. That's the plain truth. Your guy, Joe Biden, who, as you would say, formerly is a KKK member. He still is a KKK member. Fought against integration. He fought against integration, okay, and didn't want you in his neighborhood, did not want you going to school with his children, did not want you going into department stores and restaurants and movie theaters where his children and him would go, yet he comes to you for your vote and you say that maybe he's had a change of heart. Let me ask you a question. When you go in front of the DA, when you go to court and you go to the DA, when they're persecuting your ass for charges, has their mindset changed? The answer is no. And it's the same with Joe Biden. He hasn't changed. In fact, if you think I'm lying, what has he done for you prior to this election? In fact, when has he ever done anything for you? Never. It's already in the records of who this man is. He has not changed. Then he gives you a script. He gives you a script and he says that poor kids are just as smart as white kids. Do you see how he shield that sack of shit? So basically he's saying that you black kids are just as smart as the white kids, but he didn't want your kids and his kids to be together. Never did. Never will. It's all a front. And that's with all of them. At least with Donald Trump, he'll tell you to your face. You have to respect the man for that. He'll tell you to your face, and it is what it is. Now, if you can't see the philosophy or the mindset of a person who tells you that poor kids, meaning poor black kids, is just as smart as white kids, he's lying. If that's the case, and if he was so interested in helping us, why are you still in your condition that you are in today? I'm just saying. Anybody who would think otherwise, I would really have to question their intelligence. In fact, When has any white politician done anything for you within the past 60 years? And I just say 60, just to be nice. When has any white politician ever done anything for black people in America for the past 60 years? Tell me. I'm trying to listen right here. Is anybody saying anything? In fact, when you go and vote for these people, like Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders and whoever else is running, because a lot of people has dropped out. Okay, but the question is this: you are continuously voting for people who legislate laws to lock up black people away forever. Listen to, I'm going to say that again because I got tongue tied. You are voting for people who are legislating laws to lock black people up in prison forever. But you don't see that. Once again, I will have to question your intelligence if you disagree or feel that I'm somewhat wrong. I just don't understand it. In fact, let me ask you another question. Let me ask you another question. Whenever has one of these white politicians ever gave you a job? Huh? People can't find jobs, but the very same people that they're voting for promises them more jobs, and people like them have been promising them jobs since we've been here. I'm just saying. That's an actual fact. In fact, when have any politician gave you a loan to start your own small business so that you can get on your feet? You understand? When? Just tell me. I really want to know. They even go to the extent of having TI on TV, BET, talking about black people need to vote. Vote for who and vote for what? Vote for who and vote for what? Even your black reverends consistently, your black preacher man consistently tricks you into voting. If your preacher man tricked you with God, Jesus, and heaven in the sky after you die, when Jesus had already told you that the kingdom of heaven is within you, how can you allow yourself to be deceived again by the preacher man? They are giving these black preacher men money to get your vote, but you don't get none of the money. He's a greedy fucker, isn't he? But he's still saying we need some church funding. Think about that. The preacher man is getting paid. The 10% are getting paid, sucking the blood from the poor to keep you what? Ignorant, blind, deaf, and dumb, and consistently dependent upon their system as your savior to save you from the condition in which you're in. These people don't like you. These people don't love you. When someone likes you or love you, they do something before you even ask them to do it, or they do it before you do something before them. When have they ever done that for you? Except placed you where they placed you and left you at. They don't respect you. They don't respect you. Hey, even a Chinese man say black people are dumb. You understand that? But I don't know anything because I'm a little bitty black man, right? Because I don't have a Harvard degree or a Yale's degree or a Princeton degree. Well, I want to tell you something about those degrees. Those degrees that they get from those schools keeps you in the situation that you're in. And you allow it to happen. You can't blame the politicians for knocking the head of a dummy, okay? You can't blame the man for that. But when a person brings you common sense, like I am, you want to blow my head off. I just don't get it. How can you consistently respect somebody and vote for somebody who don't like you, don't respect you, want to see you locked away in chains? They don't even want to see you outside. They want to see you locked up. Could you imagine a world with just white people? They can't either. So that's why they got all these other colors running around here. You think about that. You can take it or you can believe it. That's up to you. But I do know one thing. You are looking to the devil as a Messiah. You are looking towards a demonic system for your Messiah. That's just like in the Bible for my Christian thumpers, because we have a lot of mass of black people that's voting in churches. Now, who did the children of Israel worship in the Bible? They didn't worship God because God wasn't enough for them. They went less of themselves, less than God, and said they wanted a king versus God, their creator. They would rather have a king over them versus their God who created them. Is that making any sense to you? And the first king was who? King Saul. So they say. I'm just saying. Does that make any sense to you? You would rather have Satan over you than God over you. You would rather pick a king over you who continuously oppress you, misuse you, abuse you, kill you in the street, and then gets away with it, and you still vote for these people? You believe in them people before you believe in your own self. You believe in those people who don't like you, who don't respect you, who want to see you dead, exterminated. You have more faith in them than you have in yourself. Or for my Bible, God people, you have more faith in them than you do in God. In fact, where is God? Is he not controlling the situation? Because if he's controlling the situation, I think maybe you need to set a court date with him because he got shit fucked up. I'm just saying. Look at your condition. How long have you been in this condition? But you continue to vote. In fact, we had a civil rights struggle movement to vote, but we're still in the same nonsense that we were in way before the civil rights movement even took place. To have some voting legislation. All of these white politicians that you voted for over the past 60 years, where you at? Where you at? In fact, the master teachers, the black master teachers, said that we were better off on our own being segregated. We had more wealth to ourselves than we do now. In fact, we spent all of our wealth and don't keep any for ourselves. We give it away. We give it away and we wonder why other people live so lavishly. Because you give your power away. Just like right now with this voting thing, you're giving your power away. If you are such a minority in this country, why do your vote even count? I'm just saying. Bernie Sanders, give me a break. He's the very same man who caught amnesia when reparations were brought upon the table to get at black people, that this country owed black people, seeing that we built it. And he was like, what do you mean reparations? You're going to vote for a guy like that? Don't even acknowledge that? Really? Don't even acknowledge you. Don't even acknowledge you. You understand? You are not a talk on the table at all. You just a ticket. I'm just saying. If I'm lying, stop me where I'm lying. All of the people, most of the people, I can't even say that. A lot of people who are voting for these politicians haven't done any research on their particular candidate, nor do they know what they have done in their past that was harmful to Black people, but was very effective for the system. Isn't Joe Biden the 1994 crime bill man? Huh? Isn't Joe Biden the 1994 crime bill man? Sent Black men away to prison forever. Same thing with Hillary Clinton. Same thing with Bill Clinton. Sent our ass away. Just like that. Just like that. They'll switch on you. Just like that. But you see it the other way. You're voting for an evil entity. You're voting for an evil entity. And people of the church, or church, as they want to say, church and state is separate, that can't be, because every time you go to court, they want to put your hand on the Bible. Why do they always go to the churches? The Black churches, preferably. And speaking of churches, I just spoke about the one that got burned up in Mississippi. When was the last time you heard of a white church being burned down on purpose? I mean, Notre Dame had burnt up. I don't want to get off into that. That's them white people business. Okay? And it don't bother me. So I don't want to talk about it no more. But if you do want to talk about it, go check out my prior videos, Notre Dame. You will see it then. And this evil entity that you're voting for, do you really think it's going to help you? Do you really think that's going to be your salvation? Why are you continuously looking for these white politicians as your salvation? When history, not me, let's get this straight. I'm not saying this. History, their history is saying this, right? I'm just not making this shit up. This is their history. Now, if you had a problem with that, you have a problem with their history, not me. You think about that. I'm going to get out your ear right now, but I know it's something that I said in the hopes that can help you if you're out there struggling, whether trying to decide if you're going to vote or not. Like I said, you constantly vote for white people who make laws that lock Black people to fuck up forever. You think about that. If there's anything that I said that you like, by all means, press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Even if you disagree with what I said, press the subscribe button. Press that bell notification button. Because I know it's something that I've said that puts something on your mind in regards to all of this nonsense that's going on. Oh, I almost left something out, that corona thing. Okay, the coronavirus thing. Now, you can take this two ways. As I stated when it first started rolling around, this is going to be like the Black Plague. They're wiping people out, literally. And as I stated prior in another video, this virus has not affected any children. If you think I'm lying, just do your research. Now, what does that put them or put you in the mindset of? vaccination. We just had people on the front line fighting about the vaccination because of what they do to you. Now you have a reason to get it. Is that by coincidence or is that by design? I'm just asking the question. Is that by coincidence or is that by design? You have a mass wipeout of people all over the planet. Europe. Did you see Russia? God. Europe, Italy, all of Europe. Italy is in Europe. Russia is in Europe. China on its own continent. It is outrageous. Here in the US, California, Arizona, Washington, Wisconsin, Chicago, Minnesota, New York, Rhode Island, New Jersey. I'm sure I missed one or two, but those just what I got off the top of my head because of what I've been, it's crazy what I've been researching. And you should be doing some researching too. But like I said, as always, hit that subscribe button, press that share button, hit that bell button. And by all means, stay away from the po-po. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke weed in your car while you're driving. And have some love, peace, and respect for yourself. It's your brother, the 13th letter to the cipher. Thank you all for viewing. I'll be going on my other channel later on today, MOPOWERZ. Okay, and with that, you all, thanks for watching.